Hey everybody, this is Rick, also known as Duke City Devil Dog. Today is the 7th of March 2020. I am in Ontario, California. Get ready to run. I did get a plan. I do have a trip planned. Headed to Yuma, Arizona. From there, I'm gonna head to Ohio. About 2,200 miles. Once I pick it up the load, about a couple hundred miles deadhead to get there. We're gonna head out pretty quick. One thing I neglected to mention yesterday, which I'm shocked I forgot to mention, because it's a reason why, and I'm learning quick. Don't always rely on your GPS, and it's not necessarily because it'll give you bad directions, because sometimes it will. But I was about 2 miles from a very critical turn, set of turns to my receiver, or to my receiver yesterday, and my Garmin just reset itself. I mean, it just turned itself off and reset itself. So if that's your only thing you're counting on, good luck. I mean, it made me a little nervous there. Luckily I was able to get to where I needed to go, because I had stayed up with where the turns were. But if that would have been my only thing, oh god, I'd have definitely freaked out. A lot worse than I did anyway. But anyway, we should have a good day. We'll see what we see when we're headed there. We got an interesting route this time. We're going to go through some of the back roads in New Mexico and check that out. We're going to go south along I-8, which runs along the U.S. Mexico border, and then cut up through Tucson and then through Las Cruces, or not quite going through Las Cruces, but around Las Cruces, and then up towards Alamogordo in that way. So should be a fun run. Should be a hard run this time. 2,200 miles in about 3.5 days, so that's a lot. So we'll see how it goes. We'll talk to you in a little while. Okay, everybody, it is time to get rolling. Actually, should have rolled a few minutes a little while ago, but anyway, we'll make it. I'll tell you why here in a second. Sir. Anyway, seems like I can't do math today. So I'm going to Yuma, Arizona.
Turn left on East Guasti Road.
I'm going to Yuma, Arizona. And we'll be over there. It's supposed to be over there by 1900. It is my pickup time. And I, for some reason, had a brain fart. I got 240 miles to go. I'll make it. That's not going to be an issue. But I just had a brain fart about time. Arizona today is the last day that it is 1 hour California because they don't do daylight savings time, except for the Navajo Nation. Navajo Nation does daylight savings time, but the rest of Arizona doesn't. So today's the last day they're on that. They're an hour later, and because of that, I screwed up the time. Which the tough part is it's going to keep me from making a stop I wanted to make, but that's all right. I can survive. I don't know what the heck that guy was doing. Oh shit. I did all the way across. Thank you. Anyway, it seems like I'm cussing more and more right now. I didn't edit last night's, but I got a little upset at a guy that sped by me the other day. So anyway, I'm in the right lane now. Luckily, there's not a lot of traffic on this road right this second. But anyway, we're gonna pick up I-10 East, which is, these are left turns onto the I-10 here. But we're gonna pick it up and run to Coachella and then cut south. Never been to Coachella before in my life, and I've been there now twice in the last. I'll have been there or going through there at least twice in the last few weeks. I had that run from Coachella to Chicago. On one of the trucker feeds, and I've got a lot of feedback on it. I put it last night. I just asked, how many trucker drivers go the speed limit 55 miles an hour here in Southern California? And it was interesting. I got some that are adamant about going to speed, and some that say, up to 5 over. Some don't care. It's one of those things. But some of the people who are on both sides of that, some of the people who go the speed limit have gotten cited and paid $300 fine plus all the points you get on your license for that. It's different than a commercial license is different than a regular driver's license. I mean, you still get points on a regular driver's license, and you get so many points, and you lose that. You can lose it, but on commercial driver's licenses, there's a lot more riding on it. There's a database that talks about, how many points you have, how many, and it's based not only on the severity of the offense, but also the time from the offense. So, for instance, let's say you have an offense that is worth 10 points, let's say, but it's happened it just happened. So for the next year, that point value is tripled. And then the second year it goes down to double, and then the third year it's only times the 10 points. But you can accumulate points really, really fast that way. So anyway, we're in Fontana, California right now. And there's that Smart and Final distribution center. I just went to one of them because I was looking for something, and they didn't have what I was looking for. The Smart and Final over here in Moreno Valley has it, but because I was a little stupid, I don't have time to stop. So we'll just have to deal with it next time and make the plan next time to go there. But anyway, all right, guys, we're gonna run. We're gonna head to Coachella, head south, and then head towards I-8, which runs parallel and fairly close to the U.S.-Mexico border. I wanted to say New Mexico, the U.S.-Mexico border. Yeah, that's not a good thing to keep making that mistake, especially when you're from New Mexico. But anyway, we're going to take that, and we may pick up some of the filming on that way, and go from there. All right, we'll see you in a few. So there's these huge wind farms out here, out near Palm Springs. You know, there's not much that I think could get me like motion sick, but I think if I were to stare at those going around and around like that for a while, yeah, it would give me motion sickness. So if you watching this and you're staring at it and you get motion sickness, it's not my fault. So, but anyway, I could just see that doing that, just the way they're set here. We're running a little bit behind. Besides what I said earlier, we ran into some traffic issues on I-10 westbound. Just took us about an hour and a half to go about 10 miles. So that ain't good. So we're running a little bit late. We called dispatch and let them know that we're running a little bit late, and we'll try to make up some time here, but we can't do a whole lot at not at 55 miles an hour. So, but that's the nature of the beast. So we'll get there a little bit late, but we'll get there, and we'll still have some time to run later. Not quite as much, but still, if we can get on the other side of Tucson tonight, that'd be great. Coming up on the right here, if you didn't see, there's a Western Express truck up here. I'm glad to see them out here. The tornadoes in Nashville, I think it was last week, or if not the week before, but that hit down there, they really destroyed a lot of Nashville, pretty much destroyed a good deal of Western Express's home terminal. So it's good to see these guys out here, and good to see you guys running. But you know, God bless that nobody, at least at their terminal, passed away. I know that there were some other people around Nashville that did, but nobody at their home terminal. So anyway, we're gonna keep running, and we'll see. All right. So I'm on Highway 86 right now. I'm heading down towards Interstate 8. And to the left, you can see what's called the Salton Sea. Now, I don't know much about it. I haven't had a chance to do research, but I mean, that's massive. It's a massive body of water there. They said I'm not 100% sure the details about it, but I've been driving around the edge of it for a while. So, pretty cool. It's something new to see. Anyway, we're about 2 hours out of Yuma still. We're running about 35 minutes late. So we'll see what happens when we get there. But anyway, it'll be interesting to find out more about that, and I'll share it with you in a few. So, seems that the Salton Sea is about 30 California. The highest point of it is even higher than Death Valley. So, but it runs directly over the San Andreas Fault. So, I mean, it's something else. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so I always like to share fun stuff. We are about 10 miles west of the Arizona-California border, and we just passed a little town called Felicity. And on the sign, it says the population of Felicity is 2. Wonder how they decide who's going to be the mayor. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that out. But Felicity, population 2. Well, welcome to Arizona. It is Mountain Standard Time in Arizona, and just to let you know, it will remain Mountain Standard Time in Arizona even after the time changes. So, yep. Now we're in Arizona right here. Sounds good. All right, we got about 5 miles to our pickup, and we're about 35 minutes late. So we'll see how that goes. See you in a few. Hey everybody, we are at the Flying J Speedway in Yuma, Arizona, exit 12. We have a little under 5 hours worth of driving to do. We're going to, our goal was to get to Benson, Arizona, and that's still our goal, even though we ran a little bit behind today. That's our goal. So tomorrow we'll get farther than we thought, but today that's where we're going. So stay with me for a few minutes. This is it looks like a converted Flying J Speedway. Not a lot of, not too bad as far as parking, but but as far as everything else, I don't know. Not I mean, the people inside were nice enough. I don't like the setup of it though, and sometimes when they're converted like that, it's pretty bad. It's a nice little cafe here. It's like they have a good kind of thing here. So we're gonna get on I-8. We're gonna take that all the way until we get till we get to Tucson, then we'll pick
Please
up.
drive to highlighted route.
Good thing about being outside of
Turn left at the traffic light.
being outside of California is we don't have to do 55. past just before we get down this hill that we're heading right now, down past the Border Patrol checkpoint, right at the top where there's a place to stop, brake check. I wasn't even stuck because there was no place to stop because there was a bobtail on fire. So I don't know what's going on there, but they did have the smoke from there got to me right there. They did have a number of trucks stopped to help, so there was no place for me to stop to help. But gotta say prayers for them.